Wait, isn't Dr. Disrespect going live right now? I want to hear what he has to say. Did he already confirm it? Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual in minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Oh, well. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lead too much into the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Okay, now we need to know what exactly that was. Or before we go any further, we need to know what that was. First of all, who it was, and then we need to know what did he say that was inappropriate, or how bad was it? Like, these things matter, so... Put a bet if he addresses the allegations. Chat details. Yes, no. Screenshots, age of who he was messaging. Place your bets, chat. Last chance. The truth.
Behind me? Behind me? Wait for it though. Wait for this guy to peek. Wait for it! Wait for this guy to peek! Boom!
So far it's just slop. But you got accused of like texting minors inappropriately, like sexually. And we're getting a frag montage.
Oh, baby, 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 the name. Oh, come on, don't be shy. Let's take a look.
He's stalling, yeah. It has to be stalling or bait. My instinct to this is clicking. It doesn't go further. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here it is.
Heated pool? It is heated. What has been happening in the video gaming scene, champs?
You've been accused of texting minors. He stole. This is so annoying. This is actually so annoying. I wish. I wanted to live react to this, but this is actually worse than a Nintendo Direct somehow.
Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act.
Go on.
Are you nervous to be back?
Okay. It's just stalling.
What's transpired over the last couple months?
Oh.
Am I excited to be back?
Now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you?
There's an opportunity to reapply.
September 25th is his court date.
I enjoy my time here on YouTube. You know, we've built a nice, strong community.
Oh.
I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
Okay, wait, doubters. Is it over?
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. I respected all the confidential obligations. But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Why do this? What was the point? And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You don't know, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any firsthand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages. Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
Oh?
You didn't.
How old?
Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well. I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These journalists, these various outlets, they act like they're just gossip channels now.
He said I put the minor thing in the tweet intentionally and deleted it intentionally just so they would pick up on it. And they did. It was bait because, well, anyways.
They reported on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it was defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
He's going by like technical definitions here. So like, guys, she wasn't legally underage. And by the way, do you know what the textbook definition of sexting is? It wasn't that. But okay, but it can still be bad. Like I'm not saying that it is, but he's speaking very carefully here, and it kind of makes me think that it was a little bit not so okay, but it wasn't actually technically the thing they're saying it is. So therefore, they're wrong. But we don't know that. Again, I'm speculating 100%. That's what I'm getting from this. But unless we actually get to see what was said, we can't actually say.
If all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words, and this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing, that never happened here. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal!
It's a private platform. If it's illegal, they're obliged to tell the police. But if they find it creepy or weird or unfitting for a content creator or a potential brand risk in the future, they're in their full right to just say, okay, well, are they? I don't know what the contract actually stipulates, but I'm pretty sure that the contract most likely conveniently favors Twitch being able to just get you the out the second they want you. That's what I'm assuming anyways.
And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user. On June 21st, 2020, my ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user. And I say ex-partner manager because for years, this guy didn't
Anyone
do
who
anything.
felt the need to look up the exact definition of sexting a minor is probably not up to any good.
It depends on when he did it. But like now, he's trying to make a case for himself. And he's right, most likely, that it's not technically sexting a minor. But he probably looked it up because he's facing issues for it. Well, you see, it wasn't technically sexting because this and that. And it's like, yeah, but it can still be flirtatious and inappropriate towards a minor. Like, this is still not good.
It was never on my channel. He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the two-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it?
When I got invited to a Twitch rivals tournament, a community representative posted a message in my Twitch chat asking about it. Did I see the message? No. I had no clue until way later. Until I saw the tournament on my Twitter feed of people playing Elden Ring and having fun. So I get how this can be annoying.
We got zero support from this guy. And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the two-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence? The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch, but this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team. That would have been the end. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the Whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files.
But how do you not have access to a computer?
The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the Whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits that report, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what? As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. They didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received.
Okay, so for those of you wondering, here's the breakdown, okay? He has been whispering someone who allegedly was a minor, and then when he's saying that at the time they weren't. They were already above the age of consent, so they could be as low as 16, I think. Nothing he did was illegal. But there's a lot of things you can do within the law that's really creepy nonetheless. What I'm guessing has happened that Twitch found it inappropriate and weird and did the formalities of sending it to forwarding it to the various departments and the NEMC, whatever, and then banned him off the platform. Just as a safe, brand safety play, I'm guessing. Twitch
makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's unbelievable! I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal.
Again, illegal. Talking to someone who's most likely a minor, but over the age of consent, because they didn't say they weren't a minor, only that they were within the age of consent, which is probably somewhere between 16 and 18. And then they were inappropriate, and you are a 42-year-old man. That's the problem. That right there is the problem. It's not illegal, but it's weird. That's why you got banned. I think that's the entire case. And Twitch was like, nope, we're not having that. And does it warrant a ban? Depends on how bad the messages were. I don't know. I haven't seen them, so I can't say. But Twitch decided that it was, and it's their platform. So, unfortunate situation. Try not to message minors inappropriately if you are 42-year-old and married. I think that would be advice I would give to disrespect. Just if you're a married 42-year-old man, just don't message minors.
Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me.
Outside of the obvious that you inappropriately texted a minor. Why aren't they banning them too? I don't know. Maybe they didn't do that.
6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming studio, beautiful family.
And a pedophile. I would say it's a creep, but I wouldn't say it's a pedophile.
And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do.
The lick. Oh, not now, Dr. Disrespect. Not now. There's a time and place for the lick. But it's not today. It's not this stream. It's not this stream. Oh. That's actually vicious.
Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policy.
Can you please say the name?
Example number 2.
Can you say the name?
Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming, given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this, too. The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer. These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming platform. So Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the 2-time.
Why is still trying to stream? Doesn't he have enough money to live off on? Okay, so I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Fasten your seatbelts, chat. Here's gonna be a huge revelation. Huge facts bump to all of you guys, okay? It's fun.
I'm not saying anything more about any of this, right? Unless I need to, because trust me, I have more I haven't disclosed.
Yeah?
I just want to get back to what we do best. Put on a show. And climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man.
At this point then, since the contract has been breached about what you, like the NDA basically, if he could show the receipts of the chat logs, and it doesn't, it could be like one or two things. Either, obviously, it can make him look really bad, or he truly does want to just be done with this and move on, and providing a bunch of unnecessary detail might not like solve anything. It just people are still gonna find issue with it anyways. But literally, the only thing he has said is that they said he had sent sexually explicit messages, which obviously that's not technically true. He's also saying that he has not done what is the textbook definition, the Google definition of sexting. The person was over the age of consent, although he didn't say they weren't a minor. And if I'm understanding those two terms correctly, minor would be 18 and younger, or no, younger than 18, so 17 and younger. And age of consent is another thing, whereas like whichever state you're in, or like where you are. So in Norway, that would be 16, right? So if you're 16 years old, you're above the age of consent, and you can't consent. But you're still a minor because you're not 18 yet, right? That's the way I understand them. I could be wrong about that, but I'm probably not. Yeah, he's using a lot of like legal... It wasn't illegal. It wasn't technically sexting. It wasn't illegal. It sounds like cope, and I'm guessing he probably did send some inappropriate stuff, but it wasn't that bad. It was a bad look, and it was probably creepy, but it wasn't bad enough to be like this is illegal and you should be jailed. But it's bad because he's 42-year-old and married and has children, so can somebody explain why Bino even cares for this slop? Because I have a partner contract with Twitch, and stuff like this affects me. Okay, the definition of sexting, guys, if you look on Google, the action or practice of sending sexually explicit photographs or messages via mobile phone. It was not on his phone. If he tried to nerd emoji a court case that bad, like, that would be hilarious, but I don't think he did. Bit of a degen, but ball, yeah, basically. Gut feeling on this is that it was probably some inappropriate, but not extreme, DMs to a minor. Well, not to a minor who was within the age of consent. They never met up, they never shared photos, and it never went too far. But he got called out on it, and the Twitch banned him for it, and he didn't like that. And it was basically just Twitch playing it safe with him, because they figured he was a risk. Probably rated R. Sex jokes. We don't know if it's probably. There's no point in speculating like what exactly it was, but we have like a gut feeling on what it kind of probably was. We have a frame. And it can be anywhere within that frame. I just realized we have the same mustache, man. Like, if I put on the fast glasses and a wig, I would literally be him. The rest like to just be a costume wall. Chat, we're gonna make some investments. This is gonna be the best Halloween costume ever, man.